What is the word for a fear of hippopotamuses? The word hippophobia refers to a fear of horses, apparently hippos or water horses, and the word zoophobia refers to a fear of animals in general, but I can't seem to find a word for a fear exclusively confined to hippopotamuses. To clarify, I am not talking about the healthy fear that a normal person would have of a large 2-ton animal being in their close vicinity, but an irrational fear of such a creature even when the situation would not warrant it, i.e. a true phobia. For instance, some children will seem to go through phases where they will have a phobia of something, becoming hysterical on sight of said thing even when they are in a safe protective setting where there is nothing to worry about.
You better fear the hippos. Hippos are considered the world's deadliest large land mammals. They are very aggressive and territorial. They are also the most dangerous animals in Africa, after mosquitoes. There is the term hippophobia for the fear of horses, and other hoofed animals like ponies, donkeys, or mules, as you mentioned. Hippo is from ancient Greek, hippos, a horse or relating to horses. Equinophobia is a synonym, from Latin equus, of or pertaining to horses. Hippopotamus literally means river horse. From Latin and New Latin hippopotamus, from ancient Greek, hippopotamos, from hippos, horse, English hippo, plus potamos, river. Wiktionary. There is no established term for the fear of hippopotamuses, but it would be a rare case of zoophobia. Hippopotamophobia is used as a neologism though and appears in some online sources. From Wikipedia's zoophobia article. Zoophobia is not the sensible fear of dangerous or threatening animals, such as wild bears or venomous snakes. It is a phobia of animals that causes distress or dysfunction in the individual's everyday life. There is also a more specific phobia called agrizophobia, which is the fear of wild animals. Most of the sources say that it is rarely diagnosed and it usually affects people in urban lifestyle. Zoos and films are common triggers. From the book, Anxiety Disorders in Adults, A Clinical Guide, by Vladan Starcevic, MD, PhD. While the reason for fearing certain animals lies in their dangerousness, example, sharks, lions, crocodiles, many dangerous animals are not objects of an animal phobia. This is because most people afraid of these animals are not impaired by such fear, example, they simply avoid places where they might encounter dangerous animals. Indeed, patients with animal phobia are usually afraid of animals such as snakes, dogs, cats, spiders and other insects, rats, and mice. Only a minority of these animals is dangerous, so factors other than danger seem to be more important in determining whether particular animals will be feared and avoided to the extent characteristic of a phobia. The most important of these factors is a feeling of disgust elicited by some animals, E.G. Tolan et al., 1997, Lipsitz et al., 2002. It has been argued that with animals such as spiders, the main underlying issue is a feeling of disgust rather than a perception of danger, considering that only 0.1% of all the varieties of spiders are dangerous to humans, McNally, 2002.
The word hippophobia refers to a fear of horses. This is not really so. The first phobia was hydrophobia, now replaced by rabies. It refers to an irrational and overwhelming fear of water categorized as a mental condition as a result of a medical condition. 1547a, Board Brewery of Helder I.F. CX Live hydrophobia, is abhorrence of water, this impediment doth come, of a melancholy humour. The OED notes. This, hydrophobia, is probably the model for subsequent English formations. Formations within English are found from the 17th centre, in an isolated example, a handful date from the 18th centre, and from the 19th centre * they are very abundant. Combined with a wide variety of first elements, these may be ultimately of Greek or Latin or English origin. We find the Victorians inventing innumerable phobias and, with the popularity of psychology, a continuance of this into the 20th century and present, but now in a satirical or humorous way, and thus a gradual weakening of the fear aspect. From the OED. Forming nouns with the sense of fear of, aversion to. 1803a, Seward Let. 1811, 6. 94 He is a very laconic personage, and has upon him the pen phobia. 1824 Life, 1849, Psi, 125 She laboured under a perpetual dustophobia, and a comical disease it was. 1843 Blackwood's Eden. Mag 54 245 That powerful writer depicts the same regophobia as raging among the Parisian charlatanerie. 1896 Westham. Gaz the 6th of June 2 halves the cycling craze has produced the antagonistic disease of cyclophobia. 1902 Westham. Gaz the 21st of October 2/3 there were symptoms in the city attitude of a certain amount of LCC phobia, equals dread of the London County Council. 1928 A. Huxley let. The 9th of November, 1969, 304 when my epistolophobia becomes cute I will apply to you for 8.1978 NY Mag the 3rd of April 85 halves, advertisement, swimophobia? Cue it forever. Our private lessons by professional instructors will have you phobia-free and swimming in no time. 1997 Independent the 25th of March 1904 it was immediately obvious that screening isn't very accurate, that an abnormal smear is rarely anything to worry about but we've sown the seeds of big C phobia anyway. For things emerge from the above? Not everything has a phobia attached to it. The original seriousness of the formation has been lost. A fear of hippos is entire natural and unlikely to be capable of being a phobia. Under the rules of fair use, you can use any reasonably descriptive or defining prefix to phobia to create a new phobia. If you seriously think that there is a need for a word for a fear of hippopotamuses, above and beyond any natural fear, and that it is a genuine category, I am rolling my eyes here, then following the pattern above, there would be nothing wrong with hippopotamusophobia.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.